that. Earwax.
Earwax.
They're eardrops. Check it. Following. That's remember the ribbon in the body. And you good?
Let me say it again.
I am an ointment, ophthalmic, antibiotic.
All right, so hold on. Bacitracin, yes, is a product that I use for small. Bacitracin is an antibiotic also. So the OTC product used to treat small abrasions or cuts. Let's go back to that one. We said bacitracin, which is correct. But there's another OTC product that is used to treat small abrasions and cuts. Yes, it's neomycin. Well done. Bacitracin is the ointment for the eye. It can be in various forms. So, Kyle, you weren't wrong. Yeah, the answer for the eye ointment is that.
OTC, remember your Neosporin?
Oh. Yes, we're looking for, she's gonna tell us the drug, and we're looking for the classification of said drug. The Taxolol. The big blocker, very good. It's called a beta adrenergic blocker, because it goes in the eye. Beta adrenergic blocker. A beta blocker. What gave out the hit? LOL. Oh, funny. Okay. Emil Surratt.
Suspension medication always use.
Shaking 5 weeks.
Very good.
Good job.
Ability of chemotherapy to kill cancer depends on.
No.
We just talked about this today. What is one way chemotherapy uses to kill cancer? Yes. Say again. So say the question again. Like my ability
Therapy to kill cancer depends on.
Ability to stop cell division, so it stops the spread, mitosis.
Stimulate.
do that. Yeah. So Graston is the production of white blood cells. Neupogen is the production of red blood cells. Hemogen, sorry, hemogen. Hemogen is red, Graston is white. Good.
Ox label, do not drink alcohol must be attached to this prescribed.
We've been talking about that link. What's the one?
Flagell.
Metronide is not the one.
Flagell is easier.
Can't get the word out. Don't call it serious. Not just, not the side effect that just diminishes the amount of drug, but serious.
But remember, in the state of Nevada, all prescriptions must have the auxiliary label, do not take with alcohol. Tells you something.
Antibiotics worsen fungal infections by. Antibiotics worsen fungal infections by.
What do you-
It's me again.
Yes, it's you, Dr. D.
I think you know what I think. Just one person. No, I'm guessing the.
Well, the seniors are gonna be taken at 11. So
It's okay. Thank you.
past this time, sorry.
No, it's okay.
What was your first instinct, Daniel? Is there a question?
Antibiotics worsen fungal infections by.
Killing the body's natural flora. Yeah, very good. It's natural fungus in it.
Cyto. Cyto, what does it mean? The protective.
Cytoprotective. Oh, Jordan's mom is experienced. There we go.
Can you repeat the question again?
Cytoprotective agents.
Reduce the effects of chemo meds?
Very good. Yes, the cytoprotective. For example, Jordan's mom, she's taking, I'm sorry, Zofran. Yeah, she's taking Zofran, which is a drug that helps to eliminate nausea and vomiting.
High
From
in
chemotherapy, which is called cytoprotective. Yeah. That's a safe drug, not like the little knife. But yeah, so cytoprotective are drugs that treat the side effects like nausea and vomiting of chemotherapy. Hold on. And also. This is a fungal. Oh, that's the fungal one. Yeah. Very good.
Let me give you a tip. If you have to identify whether the disease is caused by bacteria, virus, or fungus, think about your immunization. There's an immunization for that, it's a virus. The virus, think about it. Chickenpox, viral. Measles, viral. Except for tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is bacteria. Think about it, if you are to guess, this virus is one thing to know that it's viral, it has a vaccine.
Good. Okay, thanks. All my questions compile for me. All my answers compile for me.
Is it our turn?
Yeah, your turn. Your turn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I want to finish that one small topic today too. Thank you.
And then keep in mind, you gotta go to 91. Thank you. Okay.
So I gave you 2 sets of worksheets yesterday to work on. Start early today so we can get a lot of things done. You need restroom break, you got 2 minutes. Go. Before I start. So I cannot pick it up, but you're free to stay. Stefan? Trying not to take out the glare. Should we have traffic lights? Hopefully you finish all topics today because I have a big packet for you for your practice for final Wednesday. A whole from conversions to. Huh? Yes, Vijay and I have a meeting after class, but you can take your test while we have our meeting. But you'll have to wait until the meeting's over for 2 days. Seniors, make sure you have your, just leave at 11. Paris parking, joint parking.
Yeah.
So what Bally's is now Horseshoe. So you know they officially changed it last week.
What?
Horseshoe,
Really?
yes, just in case.
Oh, anything about this?
Horseshoe. I know I said what a name.
Yeah.
Well, the strategy, the idea is to pull in
Country?
Cowboys.
Yeah, okay.
cowboys.
Oh, Yellowstone.
Right.
Cowboys, it just says Yellowstone. The pictures are serious right away when I tell her Cowboys. They're doing renovations. We'll see tomorrow. I haven't seen it as a horseshoe.
But then there's a fifth season that's on something else. So the fifth season's on Peacock.
Oh.
Somewhere else though. So
Why?
the fifth season came out, but it's not on Peacock like with the rest of them.
Peacock Plus probably never did.
But on
Christopher.
He went to the bathroom.
I told her to come early. The first one we're going to go over is the one that says math practice problems sequence 4. Patients' names are Sarah, Margie, Gregory. That's it. 3 patients. Oh, Fred. 4 patients. We didn't go over this yesterday. This is still body surface area. We did the topic, but we didn't go over answers. Okay, I won't wait. Good morning, pharmacy.
Morning.
Good morning. Okay, tomorrow, don't come here. We'll meet at the ticketing office. The front is the ticketing office, right there. We'll just gather there. Morning and night students, together with your guests. Okay, so don't come here. We'll put up a sign, so even if it's open house, but I'll come back here tomorrow. So to those of you who want to go do tutoring with me, I'll be here, but I have a meeting at 2 o'clock, 2 till 3. Okay, so it's either you come before that or you come after that. Okay, let's continue. Math practice problem sequence 4. Who did this one? Hands up. Okay, answers. I'll give you the answers because we did this already yesterday. Sarah, whose body surface area is, you should put 0.45 meters squared. Remember, this was a packet from the old days prior having the rules set in stone. Is to receive Keflex 2 milligrams per meter squared TID. The supply dosage available is 5 milligrams per ml. How many milligrams of Keflex should she receive per administration? The answer is 0.9 milligrams. Who got this one? What's up? I want to see hands. Okay, because I want to see who's not getting it. How many milliliters of Keflex should be administered per dose? The answer should be 0.18 ml. Who got 0.18 ml? Be mindful, put the 0 and 0.18. Okay. Next one, patient Margie, whose body surface area is 0.65 meters squared, is to receive amoxil 5 milligrams per meter squared Q6A. So how many times is that per day? 4 times a day. The supply dosage is 10 milligrams per 2 ml. How many milligrams of amoxil or amoxicillin should she receive per administration? Sarai, answer?
2.25.
Correct. It's 3.25 milligrams. Who got that one? And I want to see, okay. So I know that I need to work it on the board. Okay. How many milliliters of amoxil or amoxicillin should be administered per dose? Gina.
0.65 milliliters.
0.65 milliliters. Who got that one? Hands up. Good job. Gregory, whose body surface area is 0.95 meters squared, is to receive Lasix 225 milligrams per meter squared Q6 to 8H. Okay. The supply dosage is Lasix 1 gram per ml. Q6 to 8H is 3 to 4 times a day. If you need the total dose, which one are you going to choose?
4.
The 4 times, the max, the higher number all the time. You don't want to show it to the patient. How many milligrams of Lasix should he receive per administration? Roxy?
213.75 milligrams.
Correct, 213.75 milligrams. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay. Jordan, how many milliliters of Lasix should be administered per dose?
0.21.
Correct. Who got 0.21 milliliters? Good job. I'm moving on because everybody's raising their hands. Okay. Brad, next patient, whose body surface area is 0.85 meters squared, is to receive Motrin 350 milligrams per meter squared. Remember, just do this for purposes of calculation. Sometimes your answers are like large numbers. Just do it. Okay. Motrin 350 milligrams per meter squared, TID to QID PRN. The Motrin vial contains 1 gram of medication that must be reconstituted with 3.6 ml of diluent to yield 1 gram per 5 ml. How many milligrams of Motrin should he receive per administration? Kaylin. I have 297.5 mg. What happens to G? Okay. Sometimes it's like that. What comes out of your mouth is not the same as what's in your head or what's on the paper. Okay, they should match. All of them should match. And goes
to saying sometimes what's in the bubble here should not be said to our patients or customers. Leave it there, okay? So how many of Motrin should be received for administration again, Caitlin? Okay, correct. 297.5 milligrams. Who got that one? Hands up. Good job. Clyde, how many milliliters of Motrin should be administered per dose?
1.49 ml.
1.49 ml. Job. Okay. I checked your papers, your quizzes yesterday. I posted them on Blackboard. I updated everything. So today, your grades are up to date. Okay, we still have one quiz and one final remaining. I'm not checking any homeworks, but I may go around every now and then to check if you did your homework, and I'll add that in the equation. Okay, is that clear? I cannot show you, you can stay after class to see what you got wrong on the quiz, but I'm not going to hand them out today because Micah still has to take her quiz. Okay. Any questions on this topic? Moving on. Next topic. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to, this is the minimum and maximum, not yet. The next page. Yes, page 4. Okay, let's do this. Milligram per kilogram per day. mg per kg. This is important because per day, not per dose, huh? Okay. I want to work problem number 1 and problem number 3. On the video, did I work problem 1 and 3? I did, which one? Because I want to work a different problem aside from the video. Oh, I did number 2 on the video. Susie Q. What else? Did I do a 4? That's all you saw? 2 and 3 is online. Okay. So let's do number 1. The recommended dosage for tobramycin, okay, is 2 milligrams per kilograms per day. This is an important divided BID. Timmy, your patient, is a 50-pound child. Is to receive this prescription. How many? The first question is how many milligrams of tobramycin should Timmy receive? I'll put per day. That's the first question, right? And then I'll put per dose. That's the next question. Okay. I'll put them here, but sometimes they're not in order because you're going to calculate the per dose first, right? Before you calculate the per day. So don't go by how the question is arranged. Answer the question. And another thing, you can't solve this problem without converting this first. And the question, how much does Timmy weigh in kilograms, is all the way at the end, right? So let's do that first because that makes more sense in solving the problem. So this has to be converted to kilograms first, which is the last question. How much does Timmy weigh in kilograms?
22.73.
22.73 kilograms, because you need that to solve the problem. Okay, I'm not going to go over that. You can do ratio, proportion, or dimensional analysis. Okay, 22.73 is what we need. So what's next? Per dose. You can calculate the per dose. What do I use? 2 milligrams
1 kilogram.
over 1 kilogram, because it says 2 milligrams per kilograms, right? What do I put here?
We want XMG over the
XMG
22.73.
over 22.73 kg. Milligrams, kilograms, makes sense, ratio proportion. So what do? 22.73 divided by 1. But remember, I used the per day. So actually, I can answer the per day first. They went. She's not get here. Okay. So did you see? Because I used this. My first answer will be per day. Did you see that? That's why I got identified. Right? So this is my per day calculation since I used this. Okay, what's the answer?
45.46 milligrams.
Correct. 45.46 milligrams per day. Did you get that? That's a per day, because I used it 2 milligrams per kilogram per day. Now, how do I calculate the per dose?
Divided by 2.
There you go. That's why I said the divided BID matters. So whatever your answer is on the per day, what do? Divided by,
2.
and that's your per dose answer, and it will be
22.73 milligrams.
22.73 mg. Who got this first two correct? Or 3, let's include the weight. Weight conversion. Per day answer. Have to be mindful of this, huh? At the beginning, without even reading the problem, I said, usually we get the per dose answer first. No, because we used this. Okay. Now moving on, there's another part in the equation and you're given a supply, correct?
Mhm.
Which means that's what's available in the pharmacy. Well, we go back to quantity to be dispensed, how you did your quantity to be dispensed. The supply is 400 milligrams per 2.5 ml. Picture this, half a teaspoon. There's 400 milligrams of active ingredient, topomycin, for every half a teaspoon. You want to picture it, you want to visualize it, right? How many milliliters should we administer to Timmy per dose? Now, what numbers? So many numbers. What do I use now?
22.73.
Which one do I use?
The per dose.
The question was per dose. Very good. I'll put that here, so it's clearer. Okay? ml per dose. What numbers do I use? I use the supply, correct? 400 milligrams for every 2.5 ml. What do I put on the right side?
The per dose 22.7.
The per dose, like you said, 22.73 mg. What's at the bottom, denominator? XML. You see how I always label? So I don't flip-flop answers. Okay, this is very important, especially if you're dyslexic. You can't be dyslexic in pharmacy, remember that, okay? 22, cross multiply now because we did ratio and proportion. 22.73 times 2.5 divided by 400 should give you an answer.
0.14 ml.
0.14 ml. Just keep it that way. Okay. So the next question was, how much is this in teaspoonful? Not even a teaspoon, but so it's 0. Let's just keep it in decimal. What would the answer be? 0.3. Yes. Don't just put 0. Okay, because this is a quiz or finals or test. Yeah. How did that happen?
I think
0.03. Correct. Thank you. I was about to do this. Okay, 0.14 ml dimensional analysis. And probably I'll figure it out that it's wrong after I do this. Okay, so teaspoon is 5 ml is 1 teaspoon. Okay. Now 0.14 divided by 5, then I'll figure it out.
0.028.
Wait, 14 divided by 5. 0 point is actually 0.028 TSP. That's why 0.03 TSP. Like I said, do this for the purposes of that. Okay, but it's hard to picture that 3/100ths of a teaspoon. Okay, but this one is right because an oral syringe may hold 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Remember that? You've handled oral syringes, right? Okay. Any questions? How you do it? If you keep not doing the homework and practice sheets, you're gonna keep failing. Okay? Come in here prepared, done practice homeworks or practice sheets, practice worksheets. To walk in the park when you take tests, okay? That lessens your anxiety too. Being prepared, it's anxiety, okay? Your anxiety is through the roof if you didn't study. Okay, answers now. Since I did this on Blackboard, you should pretty much know the answer. Answer to prescription number 2, Susie Q, our patient is 100 pounds. Ampicillin 250 milligram per kilogram per day in 4 equally divided doses. Weight of Susie Q first, 45.45 kilograms. Convert that 100 pounds, that will be 45.45 kilograms. Hands up. Good job. Okay, next one. You will calculate how much ampicillin should Susie Q receive per day. I will identify that as 11,362.5 mg per day. Got that? Hands up. Per dose, 2,840.63 mg per dose. Who got that one? Hands up. Good job. Then there's a supply of 300 milligrams per 3 ml. How much in ml should Susie Q receive or should be administered to Susie Q per dose? Answer will be 28.41 ml. Who got 28.41 ml? Let's convert that ratio proportion or dimensional analysis. It will be 5.68 teaspoons. Yes, B. Okay. If you want to picture it, it's about 5 2/3 of a teaspoon. Okay. Who got all those correct? You should, because Jennifer said that that's on the video. And that should be your reference. I did number 3 on the video or not? Yes, I did. Okay, but I'll still say the answer. Recommended dosage 150 to 200 milligrams per kilograms per day, POTID. Janelle, your patient is 32 pounds. There's no question as to how much Janelle's weight is in kilograms, but you have to convert it or you won't be able to solve the problem. So Janelle's weight in kilograms is 14.55 kilograms. Okay, you can write that on the side. Now, first question is, what is the minimum and maximum milligram per day that Janelle is to receive? Okay, this is important, okay, especially when creating a dose for your patient. There's a minimum, talked about this, and there's a maximum. Minimum dose, maximum dose. Of course, during the testing during the clinical trials, they tested what's the minimum effective dose to treat this problem or disinfection. What's the maximum effective dose? That's why there's a range. If you go below this, that will be what? An underdose, correct? So that if you go above this, that will be an overdose. So it's bad too. Well, an underdose is not as bad. Well, when we're talking antibiotics, an underdose is just as bad as overdose because you're just tickling the bacteria. So they go to the gym, mutate, come back stronger. Okay, that's why we have superbugs. Okay, because of lack of knowledge by people, you're not only affecting yourself, you're affecting the whole population of the world. That's why what's the auxiliary label? I heard Ms. Shea ask that a while ago for antibiotics. They've been till gone. Students always say, oh, Ms. L, I always hear you when you dispense antibiotics. Why? You say, bacteria go to the gym, come back stronger in a mutated form. And then you picture a bacteria that's like muscular and all that, right? That's how I try to picture it. So that, oh, okay. Finish the prescription, right? But can we say that what happens to our patients after 3 days, the antibiotic starts working and they start feeling better, they stop taking the antibiotics. They're the reasons why we have superbugs. Okay, so it's just as bad. And I also talked about therapeutic dose and lethal dose. Those are things that chemists, scientists, or people who are manufacturing the drugs test for. Remember I said sometimes there's a very thin line that separates your therapeutic dose, therapeutic treatment, the range that cures from your lethal dose. That's why I'm very particular with that. Remember the pH of the blood, matter of 0.05, you're already at risk of dying. Similar with drugs. Okay, so this is what we call the therapeutic dose. From minimum to maximum. Under that is not good, over that is not good. That clear? Okay, this is why we need to do this or do this calculations. Most of the time, you'll see them in labels already. If you open your package inserts, it'll say minimum and maximum. Your Medscape will say that. Remember, I asked you, okay, go to Medscape, put in the information, and then Medscape will calculate the amount of drug that needs to get into the patient. Okay. Recommended dosage 150. You have a recommended dosage of 150 to 200 milligrams per kilograms per day. Okay. You saw me work this on the video, you said, right? Okay. So I'll say the answer and then I'll do number 4 on the board instead. Okay, so you have all minimum, maximum. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, and I look here. What is the minimum and maximum milligram per day that Janelle is to receive? The minimum first would be 2,182.5. What is it? Mg. What is it per day, per dose? Per day. Per day. And then this is going to be based off of 200. This will be 2,910 milligrams per day. See that? What do I do per dose? What did it say? POTID. So divide each side by 3. And I should get my per dose. Don't worry, I'm going to solve number 4, okay? I'm just putting in the answers here because it said there's a video for that. Answer to this one would be 727.5 mg. See that? Next one would be 970 mg per dose, correct? Okay. Now, there's another question. Janelle received a prescription of 500 milligrams TID for 10 days. Is this within the appropriate range? Now, all you need to do is to compare. Is this 500, because this is the RX, right? Is this 500 between the minimum and the maximum? No. So your answer there is a big no. Because it's outside the 727.5 and 970 mg. That clear? Okay. Next, we continue on. The supply, okay, is 200 milligrams per ml. How many milliliters per dose should we give to Janelle? I'll write the per dose right away. I'm not lost. Okay. What did you do? What did you use? So 200 mg for every milliliter. Go to the per dose answer. Right? Per dose answer. What are you going to use here?
Prescription.
The prescription, 500. Okay? Because that's what's prescribed. You have to call the doctor too to verify. Okay? We are to use that. This will be XML. So this will be 2.5 ml. See that? This is where you use the prescription. Okay? How much is this in teaspoon? Half a teaspoon or 0.5 teaspoon? There's one final question. Focus on this problem, set 3 and 4, because the finals will have it. Yes.
Why are we using the prescription that is 500 milligrams?
We have to, because that's what the prescription is. Though the answer is no, it's what the doctor gave. Okay. But in reality, you have to call the doctor if the label says it's within this to this. There might be a reason why the doctor gave this. Sometimes you're going to see amoxicillin so high, higher than the range. It's because people have already abused amoxicillin. Okay. And they always ask your kids if they have ear infection, right? Have you had ear infection the last 3 months or the last 3 months? And they're going to bump the amoxicillin or give you another prescription of an antibiotic. And that's the reason. Okay. But good question. In reality, you have to call the doctor if the label says only from this range to this range. Okay. Sometimes we'll be surprised, why is the amoxicillin so high? Because the kid kept having ear infection and they keep bumping the amoxicillin higher. But other doctors just give another antibiotic. Clear? You use the prescription for this step in the problem. Okay, because that's what the doctor wanted. Okay, again, for the purposes of math, the step is to use the prescription. Okay, Kyle? Okay, moving on. Yeah, in reality, because we're not supposed to do that, we do this. This is what the doctor wanted. Desired, remember desired? Okay, next one. How many milliliters should we give to Janelle of the 200 milligram per ml for the entire time that she will be on the antibiotic? Or how much total quantity do we have to dispense? Then she'll calculate this as your per dose. Okay, and go back to the prescription. What happens next? Times 3 times 10. Good job. This is your prescription. So what I do, I draw that as a prescription so I know that I'm filling this. See, I put that right away. Okay. And the answer will be 75. Okay. This was on Blackboard according to Jennifer. So I'll do number 4 from the beginning. But if you did see this video on Blackboard, here are the answers. Number 4. Leave that there. Who's your patient? Is it Fred? No.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. Okay. Recommended dosage for cephalexin is 50 to 100 milligram per kilogram per day. POQID. Billy Bob is 56 pounds. There's no question to convert 56 pounds, but I'll need that in the problem, correct? So I'll convert 56 pounds to kilograms. I should get 25.45 kilograms. Agree? This is the weight of my patient, Billy Bob. I'll put it on the side. It's just simply converting 56 pounds to kilograms. Then move on. What is the minimum and maximum? Remember, I always draw minimum, maximum, so I'm not lost. And I can just look at that table right away when I'm proceeding with the next set of problems. Okay. What is the minimum and maximum per day? So I'll put the per day first. I'll put the per day here. Okay. Per day that Billy Bob is to receive. Now, which am I going to use? For the minimum, I need to use the 50. What do I do? 50 kilograms. I'm sorry, 50 milligrams right here. I'll do it here. 50 milligrams for every kilogram, correct? And then what happens next? It's a weight comparison, so this will be X milligrams. Remember, I did the per day, okay? X milligrams over 25.45 kg. Milligrams, kg, cross multiply. 25.45 times 50 divided by 1 should give you 1,272.5 mg. I'll put per day, so I'm not lost. Who got this one? Hands up. Good job. Next one, I'm going to the max. What am I going to use? 100. Okay. So here we go. Same 100 milligrams for every kilogram per day problem. Okay. Equals, what do I do here?
X.
XmG over 25.45 kg. Without looking, I can tell that it's double. Yeah, so my answer here should be double. My answer here should be double this one, because it's 50 and 100. You see that? Okay, mg, kg, kg. The answer here is 2,545 mg. I'll put the per day, so I'm not lost. Okay. Next one. So you have your minimum 127, 2.5 milligrams per day, maximum 2,545 milligrams per day. Okay. Per dose now, where do I look? Right over here. QID. What does QID mean? I'll divide this by 4, divide this by 4, and my answer here will be per dose. Per dose. Mg per dose. Mg per dose. See that? Step by step, one by one, little by little. Okay. 1,272.5 divided by 4 should give you 318.13 mg per dose. Who got that one? Hands up. Good job. And 2,545 milligrams divided by 4 should give you 636.25 milligrams. See that? If you are to picture your therapeutic dose or range is going to be 318.13 mg to 636.25 mg. Anything below, underdose, anything above, overdose. Follow? Well, now you can see the actual prescription of the doctor. The prescription wrote for cephalexin 500 mg.
QID.
Is that right?
Mhm.
QID for 10 days. This is the RX. I'll put that there. So it's where I should be focusing on. Is it within? Yes. Yeah. So your answer is it within the therapeutic dose? Is it within the range? Yes. Okay. Moving on. There is a supply given, right? That means that's what's available in your pharmacy. And what is available in your pharmacy? 333 milligrams per ml of cephalexin. Okay. How many milliliters per dose should we give to Billy Bob, your patient? This is your supply. What do I use? What numbers do I use? Your 333 mg, correct? For every ml. Did I do it right? What's on the right side?
The prescription.
The prescription. Back to the prescription. 500 mg over x ml, ratio proportion still. 500 divided by 333 should give you 1.5 ml. Who got this one? Hands up. Good job. Okay. Now the next question is to simply convert 1.5 ml to teaspoon, and this should be 0.3 TSP or a third of a teaspoon. Just do it for the purposes of math or calculation. How did this happen? Ratio and proportion, dimensional analysis. 1.5 ml times 5 ml is to 1 TSP. 1.5 divided by 5, right? 0.3 teaspoon. Next one, last problem. How many milliliters should we give to Billy Bob of the 333 milligrams per ml for the entire duration of treatment? Well, you know, based on calculation that your per dose is 1.5, right? Go back to the prescription. What do you do with this one? Times 4 times 10. Your answer should be 60 ml. Who got everything correct? Hands up. Yes. Good job. I don't want any of your packets. That's for you to review and say, I want to start the new topic. I like you a little bit. I'm going to give you more milligrams per kilograms per day worksheets. Okay. Change the mg to a lowercase m. I can see. Just get one. I'm not going to check it. It's for you. In preparation for your quiz and your final. Or I move on to the next topic. And then last today, I'm going to give you a big practice worksheet from conversions to the last topic that we're going to do today to simulate the final exam. All right. One tip though, you see the word express or interpret, it means that if it's in symbol, if it's in numbers and symbols, you got to spell it out. Okay. What do I mean by that? On your finals, you will have questions like that or instructions like that. Say, for example, like this, express. Okay. And the unit is 0.3 G. Numbers and symbols, right? And you're asked to express, it will be 3/10 of a gram. Or 1/3 of a gram. Follow? Symbol, numbers and symbols, convert it to words. 3 MEQ. Spell out the word 3 and then milli with the lens. Clear? And then vice versa. If it's spelled out, you write the numbers in it. Okay, that'll be part of your final. Just so you keep giving you a tip. We don't do that on the PTCE, but yeah, express and interpret. Pass PTCE and ExCPT are all multiple choice questions. Okay. Well, it can be. You choose to answer the correct answer based on the multiple choice questions. Ready? Next topic. I'll do one on the board so that you can have the rest as a practice worksheet. But I think some of you already printed out the in-class work, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Last topic. It's still pediatric daily dosing or pediatric daily rates. A lot of students get confused by this because of the remainder. Gina and I were talking about this during break. Okay. Pediatric daily rate. I call this like tiered dosing. Pediatric daily. We don't use this in practice, okay? But this is going to be included in your final exam, okay? Why? This is based off of weight. A lot of it based on weight, okay? This is not on your worksheets. This is an extra problem, so you might want to take notes. These are the givens. 100 ml per kilogram per day for the first 10 kilograms of body weight. 50 ml per kilogram per day for the next 10 kilograms of body weight. 20 ml per kilogram per day for each kilogram above 20 kilograms body weight. Right? Thereafter. Okay. This is not separate from each other. That's why I call it tiered. Okay. These are conditions. Okay, 100 ml for the first 10 kilograms. So if your patient is only 10 kilograms, it falls here, right? But what if the patient is more than 10 kilograms? Then the remainder will have to follow the next year. Okay, remember, this is one instruction, 3 conditions. Okay, let's put it in practice. Your patient Maggie weighs 13 kilograms, right? Okay. Well, this will be 10 and 3, correct? So I will put 10 kilograms here and 3 kilograms here because that's a total of 13, right? But I have to look here on the first one. This will be times 100 ml per kilogram. Did you see that? Did you see? Because that's the first condition. What happens? You can cancel the kilograms. You're left with ml, correct? So that first 10 kilograms is 100 ml. But your patient is not only 10 kilograms. And there's a second condition. 50 ml per kilogram per day for the next 10 kilograms. But Miss L, Maggie's not 20 kilograms. She's 13 kilograms. That's why you use a fraction of it, which is the 3 remainder times 50 ml per kilogram. Cancel kilogram. Did you see that? Because you're on the next tier now. It's the remainder after the 10. Remember the condition? 50 ml per kilogram per day for the next 10 kilograms. I'm going to use 10 because Maggie's only 13 kilograms. Yeah? And the answer here will be 150 ml. You add this together, this is 13 kilograms, correct? Then you have to add this. 1,150 ml. Nothing follows because you've satisfied the 13 kilograms. You follow? You don't use 10 because that makes Maggie 20 kilograms and she's not 20 kilograms. She's only 13 kilograms. So in the condition, the next 10 kilograms, you will have to use the remainder 3. You follow? This is why it's confusing for students. Why are you not going to give 10 kilograms? Now you're overdosing her. So you just need a fraction of that. Okay, the remainder is 3. You see that? 1,150 ml. One more, same condition. Let's do Sarah. Okay. Your patient Sarah weighs 24 kilograms. Try it. 24 kg. Patient Sarah. So 24, I'll break it down based on the condition right away. I'll put the 10 kg here, I'll put the 10 kg here, and a 4 kg. You see that? Add this, I have 24. Now, if your weight is not given in kilograms, it's in pounds, convert it to kilograms first if this are the conditions. Okay? And what do? You just proceed with a tier. Times 100 ml per kg times 50 ml per kg. Is that correct? Times, it's like ratio and proportion, but I did it dimensional analysis so you can see it, okay? Or what happens here? 20 ml per kg. This will be 1,000 ml. This will be 500 ml, and this will be 80 ml. What do I do next? So it's 1,500. Do you see? It's not that difficult. You just have to understand that this is tiered. Okay. So the first step, I think this is better than the one on Blackboard because what I did first was I broke down the weight right away in tiers. See? Based on the condition. Sometimes it's not 10 kilograms. first 15, first 20, first 30. So look at that. Okay. You see that? Okay. Who has the in class? Because I have in class here. If you don't have the in class, like right here. Take note how this is a different packet. Sarah weighs 20 kilograms here. Our example here is 24. Okay. That's my board sheet. If you already did the in class on Blackboard, here's a homework that you can practice on, and I'll give you the answers before we leave the campus. Prioritize the in class though, okay? You have a lot of worksheets to practice on. I keep saying they're not for me, they're for you, because I'm trying to help you. If you don't help yourselves, you got a problem, okay? There's so many worksheets. It's one of the math classes with a lot of worksheets. There's always a lot of worksheets, but this is the one with the most topics, I think.
Miss L,
Yeah,
what do you use if like there's more weights?
more weights.
So
It
you,
will always be,
so you times it by 150 times it by,
it'll always be covered.
Right. what do you use the 20 ml?
Yes, remember, there's a remainder 4 kilograms here. Because it says for each kilogram above, 10 and 10 is 20. Your patient is 24 kilograms.
But what if the patient has like 34?
Oh, no, the condition will cover it. The condition will cover it. That's why I said it's not always 10, 10. Remainder here. They will have a condition that's different. Say, for example, 20 kilograms. Next 10. Next, that's why look at this one. Okay. Look at your example. In class it's the same. 10, 10, above 20. 10, 10, above 20. Your condition will change if it's over that. But you will always have exact tiers, enough tiers to cover that weight. See what I mean? They're not going to give you a 34 kilogram with this. Okay. So what happens, say for example, this is it, 34. Then you use that 100, 50, and 20 for all the remainder. Because it said above 20 kilograms.
Okay.
You see that? So if it's 34, then you're going to have to use 14 here
Okay.
with a 20.
That makes-
Okay, but usually this condition changes to cover that. Right? But if not, if this is the same condition, then you'll have to do 14 here if your patient's 34 kilograms.
Okay.
Clear?
Mhm.
Okay. I see you, those who are raising their hands, or not raising their hands. Those who are like, oh. Cheat yourself, don't pretend that you understand, go home and then not know what to do. Right? I just remember the. Students are so confused, but you guys will get it. You see, it's the same every year, every 6 months, every year. You get new students, same problems, same topics, they get confused with it. Okay, so read. It's a matter of comprehending the problem, and the problem is not in any other language but English. Okay, so you should understand the problem. Do all of the practice and I'll give you the answer. So you're ready. Yes.
For the weight, do we know?
Yes. If there's a decimal, use that decimal still. Keep 2 decimal places. Okay. Say for example, 24, if it's given in pounds, it turns out to be 24.15. What are you going to use here? 4.15. See that? That fraction is important. You should be working on pediatric daily rates in class. If you already did that at home and you have it ready, printed from Blackboard, then work on the pediatric daily rates homework. I still have the big packet I'm talking about. The big packet is to simulate your final exam. Hint, hint. So don't ask me for a study guide. This is your study guide. I don't give study guides. You're lucky with this shit. It's a study guide. Four. So just drop those decimals. They're important, huh? Use them in your remainder or third tier. I thought you didn't. I agree. Stefan, you're going to do Sarah, who weighs 20 kilograms on the board. Paula, who weighs 24 kilograms. These are different conditions, right? Paula, who weighs 24 kilograms, Jennifer. On the board. Jessica, who weighs 50 pounds, Daniel, after the two. Randy, who weighs 67 pounds, Micah. So 2 at a time. There's the conditions here. Do it here. Divide the board. Conditions change. This is 150 ml, correct? 125. And 50. We have the same sheet? Yes. 10, 10, 20.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
Stefan, Jen, you go first. Left side, right side. Write your patient's name and the weight. So people understand when they see the video. Our seniors are out, so. Jen, right side, huh? And then Daniel and Micah, Daniel left side. Micah right side. Did I explain your work, huh? A lot of times it helps when it's students' words, students explaining. I have to lift this up because you're tall. we're still confused on the topic. A bit. The very good part of it. That's why I had students go up. Their words, not mine.
I got it.
Yeah, I know. Gina was the same this morning. Like, oh, I thought you just could, no. You're not gonna drop the last for the meter.
I have to fix these two. Cause I didn't round the. I didn't round that.
Do you have the round?
I guess.
Which one? Or the 17th?
Yeah.
Wait, how'd you?
Jennifer sets it up differently, but she's still getting the right answer. That's how her brain understands the numbers. That's how the numbers
This one,
talk
I
to
think
her,
I
and
have to
that's
round.
fine.
I have two.
Oh wait, no, this is the weight, right? So
It just looks
Did you
different,
round
but
this?
it's not really different.
17.
She just wants to
Mhm.
lay it out so that she knows
No,
that she'll
10,
cancel
10,
the
then 10,
KG,
yes, yes,
correct?
I did that. And then, okay, and you kept it like that, right? And then
5.22. I mean 5.22.
And circle your.
well, here it should be 1.00 plus
Okay, up to the time,
250 plus
explain your work.
5.
Because some
2,
students are so
5.5.
confused on the third tier, so that it's your words and other students' words.
So for the first part,
Listen,
well, it says Sarah is 20 kilograms. For the first one, we just put 10 kilograms, and then since the first part is 150 ml, I did the same as general. I did dimensional analysis, but I just when I put it kilograms and grams, sometimes I just go like this, just so it helps me out. And then I just multiply across and got 1500. And then I did the same thing for 10 kilograms because that's the next 10 kilograms of it. So I just did the exact same thing, but now I'm multiplying it by 125. And then when I get both of my milliliters, I just add them together, and that's how I get the total.
correct. He doesn't have a third tier because his patient Sarah is only 20 kilograms. Do you see that? The first 10, then the next 10. Okay, Jen's case is different. 24 kilograms for patient Paula. Thank you, Stefan. Good job.
Well, I just did the first 10,
I
by
did
the
1,000.
first one, which is 150, multiplied it, got the 200. And then the second one for the 10 kilograms, I used the second number, which is
It says next 10.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
for the 125, which is 1250 milliliters. And then for the last 4, I used the bottom one
Now it's over 20.
and times it by 50, you got 200, and then I added them all, got 2,950 milliliters.
Who got this two correct? Hands up. Whether you did it at home or you did it here. Okay, good job. Okay, next, I got Daniel and Micah. Daniel left side, Micah right side. Daniel's patient is Jessica, who weighs 50 pounds. There's an extra step here. Right? Convert that pounds to kilograms because your condition is in kilograms. Micah right side, you can erase the board. Randy is your patient, 67 pounds as well. So one extra step, convert your weight in pounds to kilograms. Same conditions. Do the homework, I'll give you the
Sorry, I
answers
did
to
it
the
both ways.
homework. Okay. Who got the first two correct? Hands up. Okay, so no one slot now. So when we're staying for tutoring, huh? Finals on Tuesday when we come back. Friday quiz. Friday quiz. Field trip tomorrow, back Friday quiz. Holiday Monday. Finals Tuesday when you come back. That's it. Bad. Already mid-January. big packet, reviewer for your final exam. You done with homework? Hands up. If you're done with homework, pediatric daily rates. No, no, yes, no.
Still
I'm
working.
gonna give you the answers.
Still working.
Explain, Daniel.
Right.
Daniel's patient is Jessica, who weighs 50 pounds.
Yes, so the first thing I did was, well, once I realized I had to convert the 50 pounds to kilograms, which putting it in the calculator gave me 22.73 kilograms.
Correct.
After that, I simply just split her weight into two sets of 10 and 1, 2. Because, and then I multiplied the first 10 kilograms with 150 milliliters per kilogram, getting me 1,500 kilograms.
Correct.
The second 10 kilograms, I multiplied 125 milliliters per kilogram, giving me 1,250 milliliters. And then after that, I used the remaining 2.73 kilograms and multiplied it by 50 milliliters per kilogram, since after 20 kilograms, it's on 50 milliliters, getting me 136.5 milliliters. I added it all, leaving me a total of 2,086.5.
Correct. Very good. Who got that one? Hands up. Same process. Same step. Fine. Okay.
So for divided by
Multiply.
sorry. So for the kilograms. Oh wait, okay, so let me start over. Okay, so Randy weighs 67 pounds, so I had to convert that to kilograms, which was 30.45. So for the first 10 kilograms, I had to multiply it by 150 ml per kilogram, which gives me 50 milliliters. For the second 10 kilograms, I had to make up that by 125 milliliters per kilogram, which gives me 1,250 milliliters. And then for the third one, it was 10 times 50 ml per kg, which gave me 500 ml. And for the 45 times 50 ml per kg, I got 2.5 ml, which gave me 3,242.
Correct. Yeah. You can see she split it. She didn't have to. Okay. What you can do is 10.45 times 50. Then you get 22.5 ml. But if this is how it works in her head, that's fine too. You'll get the same answer. Okay. Answer is 3,272.5 ml. Good job. Very good, guys. Okay. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay. You ready for the homework answers?
Yeah.
Yes, no, still working. You're working.
Mhm. Mhm.
Any of your homeworks, use all of your worksheets to review for the quiz on Friday and finals on Tuesday. Sequence 1, math is business math, retail, pharmacy math. Money math. Nobody should fail this math. No. Like markup, discount, gross profit, some financial math. But there's in 13 years, almost 13 years in that year, there's one student who failed my history. Why? Because didn't read instructions. That when you don't read instructions or follow instructions. I always read, these are conditions. On Friday, finished a quiz early. We're gonna go over the big reviewer packet. Just the numbers that you don't understand. I don't think we'll have them. So work on that practice problems, final exams, reviewer packet.
Oh, keep to the.
You do.
Ready?
You don't round it.
No. We're over time now. I haven't seen how the new sign looks like, but just FYI, it's called horseshoe now, according to news.
Huh. I just rounded it.
We might not see values.
2 decimal.
Only rounded 2 decimals.
No, 2 decimal. 0 and 9. Maybe I'm wrong.
Use your Nevada ID to apply. It's 3 hours, Ms. J, right? Local.
Apparently not, they offer, he said that it recently changed.
So 10.
I think you have to pay, but it's.
Times it.
That's-
Yeah.
I think they do that when it's the holidays. They,
The price.
yeah, they charge, but when it's not busy, they don't. If you have your ID.
So maybe tomorrow they will.
Oh,
Maybe.
Do the locals, I know still get,
I don't know
if
how
you
I
use
got
your ID.
No, I did, yeah, I thought so too, but then the news. That.
Yeah,
They
because
recently
Caesar does that. Caesar, if we try to ID, but sometimes
what do you
they'll
wait,
post
yeah,
out
see
the
that.
weekend.
Now go
Oh,
to
wow.
we round them away.
The
They
seats
don't.
are-
Oh, 95 minutes. I rounded up. Wait,
Especially in the morning.
95. Yeah, if Caesar usually does it.
I know GM still does the 2 to 3 hours. So it can't, Venetian is, there you go, options, but you gotta be earlier
Yeah,
to walk.
Venetian is free.
Venetian is always free. Yeah, Venetian Palazzo is always free. You just have to walk.
Yeah.
That's it. You just have to walk.
Okay,
Um,
houses are closed, but they're not closed.
right.
But you said you
The
wanted.
Mirage is no longer MGM, so you gotta pay. MGM still free, I know, so far, first 2 or 3 hours. MGM properties.
Cromwell
I
does it.
love it. You have to come here, I love it. Looking for.
Ready? Answers, homework. Okay, answers to homework. I'll just give the answers. Check your work, so you know you're doing the right thing, okay? It's in pounds, so converted to kilogram, 75 pounds converted to kilograms is 34.09 kilograms. Remember, this is a different worksheet, so different conditions. 125 ml per kilogram per day, first 10 kilograms, 105 ml per kilogram per day, next 10 kilograms, and then 95 ml per kilogram per day for each kilogram above 20 kilograms. Maggie, 75 pounds will receive 3,638.55 ml. Who got this one? Hands up. Good job. Peggy, who weighs 23 kilograms, no conversion needed because it's in kilograms, will receive 2,585 ml. Who got this one? Hands up. Okay, good, good. Marsha, who weighs 95 pounds, will receive 4,502.1 ml. Who got this one? Just calculate, okay? Gregory, who weighs 27 pounds, convert that to kilograms, will receive 1,488.35 milliliters. Who got everything correct? Hands up. Good job. Okay, that means you're not confused anymore. Sometimes it
I
takes
didn't
a
know
couple of practices before you can
You just
tweak
messed
a
that up.
bad habit or the wrong steps that you
You're
have
right,
in
with
your
you don't
head.
round the kilograms, but you didn't have.
And
that
that's
right.
the end of sequence
But
four
no.
math.
You
Good
don't
job,
have it, you just
okay?
keep it in
Again, see you
decimal places.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And thickening.
Yeah.
Bodies.
9:45.
9:45, you don't have to come here. We'll adjust your attendance tomorrow. Friday, you show up here at 8 o'clock for your class, okay? And then holiday Monday, Tuesday finals for both classes.
They're having a quiz Friday or
What was that?
quiz Friday?
Quiz Friday on my class. I don't know about Miss J, but I'm giving you a quiz on Friday. Seniors quiz on Friday.
Quiz, quiz, quiz.
Good job today, guys. See ya tomorrow.
Just one of the
Oh, I'm saying.
Number.